Welcome to my first YouTube video ever on YouTube. Today we are going to explain how to use the S118 Rotaza brand drone. Personally, I think this drone is amazing, and today in this video we are going to show you how to not only use the drone, like the controls, but how to set it up, the camera, and just about the drone in general. Okay, starting off with the drone, you have a pretty nice, a little like not super high quality, but a black case with a handle on the other side so you can carry it around in easy mode for easy to transport. So inside the box, or the case, you have the drone, the batteries, the remote, and it's like accessories and manual. Right here you have spare parts like propellers and a screwdriver and a couple extra screws in case a propeller breaks off or you need to do maintenance on the drone for whatever reason. Right here you have the manual. It just comes useful for like repairing the drone, learning how to use it, learning how to set up the app, which we're going to explain the app and the controls in this video. Next we have the battery pack. This battery pack is pretty simple. You just gotta slide into the back of the drone. It comes with two. I'm only showing one because the other one's charging, but yeah, this is the battery pack. Not too heavy or big. Here we have the remote. It's a pretty big remote, but if you see here, you can pop this piece up here and you can hold a phone so you can use the camera on the drone so you can take videos or pictures. And we're going to talk about all of the buttons and joystick controls later on in the video, but for right now that doesn't matter very much. Okay, now we have the most important part of all of it, the drone. This drone has a 4K up and down facing camera. It has a 360 object avoidance mode thing on top, and it is pretty compact. If I'm going to show you, this is the drone. It's not too big. It's not much bigger than my hand. It flies very well. It stays in one place. The camera quality is very good. The app is a little finicky. It has crashed sometimes, but it's gotten better the more I use it. So the drone is pretty good, and on the back, that's just where the battery goes in. Not too complicated, it just slides in right there. Yeah. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to download the app HF UFO camera, and then you click it, and then it's probably going to pop up this. It's going to say not connected to drone. So when it says this, what you're going to have to do is you are going to have to click OK first, and then you're going to have to go out of it, and then head over to settings, and then you're going to have to go to Wi-Fi, and now this part is a little weird. So you're going to have to get the battery all charged up here with the drone, and then put the battery in the drone. And then, so now the battery is in the drone, you're going to hold the top button until it turns on like that. And then you're going to turn on the remote, and then it'll start flashing quickly, and then it'll be done. So over here, you're gonna over here on once the drone's on, you're gonna want to go to you're gonna want to turn off your Wi-Fi, and then you're gonna want to turn your Wi-Fi back on. And it's gonna say HF and it auto connected for me, but you have to click it in order for it to work, and then you're gonna go out back into the app, and then it should say connect success, and over here in the Wi-Fi area up here it's gonna say the Wi-Fi. So then you're going to click start flying, and you're just gonna click it like that, and it should connect to cool. Pretty cool. It works really well, and you can do a bunch of stuff on here. And then, so that's basically it. That's how you set up the camera on the drone, and it's a pretty good camera. Sometimes it gets a little laggy at times, because the Wi-Fi connection isn't the best Wi-Fi connection you're ever gonna have in your life. But it gets the job done for a $100 camera or $100 drone. So that's all it is with the camera. Okay, so now the controls for the remote. The remote controls are pretty simple. If you would just rather stop the video now and read the manual, that's fine with me, but I would rather you watch the video because you might understand it a little bit better when I explained it. So basically it's pretty simple. Over here on the joysticks, you have right here on the left side, if you're holding the controller up the right way, this is going to be your main joystick that if you bring it up, it's going to go right. If you bring it up, the drone will go up. So, and if you bring it down, it's pretty self-explanatory, the drone will go down. So, moving this one this way, left and right, is kind of weird. So, I'm bringing in the drone for an example. So the drone's over here, and like this, we know this would move it up and down. But if you pull it to the left or right on the left joystick, the drone will turn like this. It'll go like this. It'll stay in one spot and turn like in a circle motion without moving its spot. So on the right joystick here, we have this joystick right here. If you bring it forward, the drone will go forward. If you bring it down / backward, the drone will go backward. But and if you do this or turn it to the left, the drone will go this way, like exactly how I showed it. And if you turn it to the right, the drone will go this way. So it's pretty self-explanatory, kind of. So if you want to take it off, there are actually two ways to get it off the ground. Right here, if you pull it up once when both the drone and remote are on, the propellers will start spinning, but it won't take off. And then if you push it up again, if you push it up twice, the drone will take off by itself, and the drone will just take off, and then you're in full control from then on. So the easier way, which I use for taking off, is right here. This button here. Hold on, I gotta get it focused. Okay, it doesn't want to focus. This button, it's kind of right under the left joystick. If you click it, it's basically kind of like an auto takeoff. takes off for you, it'll start spinning slowly. The propellers will start spinning slowly, and then suddenly it'll just lurch off the ground and be about and it'll go about to shoulder height of a grown adult. Then it'll just stay there and then you're in full control of the drone from then on. So, some of the buttons for me are not important, so I'm not going to explain them because I actually don't know what they are. This is a power button, and if you just hold it, it turns on, and hold it, turns off. Right here, these two buttons, the up and down arrows, are for controlling the up and down motion of this camera here. You can bring it down or up, which is pretty easy. Right here, the button next to the takeoff
Something went wrong.
is
Try again.
like speed mode. If you click it, if you turn it on and then you click it, it'll beep how many speed it's on. So like it just beeped 3 times, that means it's on speed mode 3, which is the fastest. And then if I click it again, it's on speed mode 1, which is obviously the slowest. The other one, so right here is obstacle avoidance mode. You just I think you click it and hold it for about 2 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds, and then I think it hasn't worked for me yet. I think I'm just gonna have to read up a little bit more, but that's what the manual says. So I'm gonna have to figure out how that works, and I might post a short video on how that works. But those are the controls for the drone, and that kind of wraps this video up. I hope you like it. Please consider subscribing. Thank you. Bye. Oh, also, I forgot to mention that the controls on this particular drone remote are very, very similar to on other ones. The joystick controls are exactly the same on other remotes. The buttons on it might not be the same, but other than that, the joysticks are the same because all drone controls, original joystick controls, are the same. The buttons are not. Every drone is different, and it's in a different way. But if you are watching this video to know how to fly a drone, it'll still work with other drones. The other drones might be more complicated than this one, but if you buy a drone that's around the same price, even cheaper than this one, it's probably likely that it has the same joystick controls.